Hello everyone, I'm back and today I'm making another quick video on the new method that I have found for grinding uh, gold using beehives. So a lot has changed since the previous version of my method. Big things to note is that they added a new ranked mode, which is basically allowing us to get more gears, but this significantly increased the demand for gold, which makes it all the more important. Another thing that happened is that they fixed enemy AI interacting with bushes, which now means that the bees, as you can see from this video, they are not chasing my hero as much, and if there is a fixed amount of bees attacking my character, the rest will just ignore him and start flying towards the base. So you can't just hide in a bush anymore and pull bees to a specific location. And last but not least, the biggest change is that they added a new feature called wave skips to the game. Wave skips basically allow you to skip waves from stages that you have cleared before. And this results in you being unable to kill as many enemies and make a lot less gold on your general runs. So this makes the method of grinding gold with beehives all the more important now, until it gets changed in the near future. But yeah, as of now, the interaction is currently still working, and it's all the more important for us to use it because it's, gold has become an ever more limiting resource, especially with the demand for trade coins that cost 600,000. Alright, let's get into it. So real quick over here, you can see a lot of changes have been made to the previous design. Biggest thing would be that I am no longer using Piggy beams anymore. You can see from the bottom that I have Piggy beams and Gravity Pig selected, but I'm not actually going to use them, which means that for this stage, you actually only need your energy tower, lasers, and your Piggy boost. Now for the beginning of the stage demo, everything else is still the same. This is stage 58. And it is being done using laser tower and just energy tower to remove all enemies until you reach the final stage. I will note that it is a little bit harder now because of wave skips, as wave skips do make your enemies come in stronger at a lot faster of a rate. But if you are able to withstand it, you should be fine. Another thing to note here is that unlike the previous video, I actually have been using my trade coins appropriately. And I have everything fully maxed out and boosted. So we did not need to take out masteries for this. As you can see, I don't know how much health the bee was at, but I basically couldn't reach the end. I couldn't hold it, and the bee died here. So here I'll just be setting up. You can see me putting my beehives together, which I did not show in the previous video, which I will be showing here. Okay, so let's get into the main changes. As I said before, we are no longer using Piggy Beam to push back entities. We are now using the Boxing Glove. Over here, my Boxing Glove is level 1. I am using a purple Boxing Glove at level 1. I would not recommend to use a legendary tier Boxing Glove because it stuns the bee boss, and stunning the boss actually makes its timer to spawn a beehive frozen as well. So you are just damaging the bee and stalling the time which it takes to spawn another beehive. This is not what you want. You want to spawn as much beehives as possible. And because of that, I would recommend a level 1 purple Boxing Glove, which I'm sure is pretty easy to collect together. And as you can see here, that's what we're going to be using here. So you can see the main idea, well, the bee boss is already dead. I can play it back a little bit. Let's go back to a previous point. The main gist is that you want to have your Piggy guy pushing back the bee as much as possible. It's basically playing ping pong. The goal is to make sure that the bee boss does not reach the bottom of the laser point. Now you can see that I'm actually just taking a lot of hits from the other bees and I'm not taking damage. This is because my pig is level 3, I think, like level 30. It's pretty high, but it's not particularly the best. One thing which is absolutely keeping me alive here, which I say is essential, is to have the item power up that lets you heal 20% health when you pick up an item. This lets me heal to full health every time I walk to the bottom of the screen, because I pick up that many coins that I can just instantly heal up and go back to dealing with the B-boss. So, other than that, not many other things change. Flash grenades are still used when situation gets out of hand, and of course the amount of bees here you can see is easily triple to 4 times the amount of bees that we had in our previous example. This method is far stronger, and it's also a lot harder to control. You will see that by the end of this video, it actually gets so bad that my phone starts to lag when I am farming these bosses, which is really, really crazy. So, what else do you need for this? Well, other than stun grenades, hedges are still pretty great, and you're gonna need maximum level on magnetism to increase your area of reach so that you can target more coins from a further distance. As you can see, another change to this design is that using the boxing glove, I am able to push the beehives, which is, to this point you can see, once I'm taking everything out, I'm using my boxing glove to push the beehives to a specific corner, which now I won't rewind again, you can see me doing slowly but surely. Some things to note is that during this run, while grinding up to this point, I am only upgrading the attack speed of my unit of my pig so that I can push back the bee more frequently. And I'm also using the damage attack on laser fence just to make sure that it hits hard enough to one-shot the bees. So you can see here I'm in a very good position. I can't really see the beehives, but one really good thing about this is that your pig is the most maneuverable unit on, amongst all your towers. And this means that I can actually just push the stuff to exactly where I want. So another thing is that I can actually walk outside the boundary zone of where you can place your towers, which does allow me to move the towers or the beehives behind the out of bounds zone. So you can see here from the white tip of the beehives on the left side, I am slowly pushing them into the top left corner where they will start spawning out. You can see on the screen the maximum count is currently at 300. I believe, based on my calculations, I should have 100 beehives on the map currently. You can see that the laser towers are handling it pretty well, and eventually to some point I won't even need the energy tower anymore because I don't want to increase lag. So right now you can see I'm slowly pushing them to the corner. I don't think I have any other changes to this build other than that. I will say that I did some calculations and I make an approximate 5 million gold per hour with this new strategy using this, and that still includes my bad luck where the bee did end up dying to the lasers before I was able to get the full value out of it, even though I don't know how much health was left. So there you go, I'm almost done. You can see I'm pushing in all the bees into the corner, get a little bit low health, and I heal back to full instantly. So yeah, it's going great. You can see I pushed them to the corner, and beehives are at the top of the hedge, which you can't really see anymore, but there is a hedge there. Now this is a strategy and a technique which I will show you. I did not show this in the previous video, but this is how to set up your farming zone. So one way that you can do this is you just place the laser and you have all the bees flying to the laser. You can do this with spikes as well. But you can see that I have 2 beehives on the bottom of the hedge and at the top. I don't want this to be like that, and I want it to be fixed. One way you can do this is by completely blocking out the pathfinding area from the beehives to your base. If you do that like I'm showing over here, by placing that hedge to block that bottom connection point or the laser, it actually pushes all the beehives to the top of the hedge, to the closest point where it can still access the base. So now I've officially been able to push every single beehive into that singular spot, and you can see it is just cramming out thousands of bees over a second. It is a ridiculous amount of bees. And now I just deploy my laser towers below. I could just deploy them on top. I don't know if I do that by the end of the video, but I do at some point during my grind move the laser towers up top when I'm more comfortable. But yeah, that should be about everything on this video, on this guide. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm just doing a little bit of checks here. If you guys don't know, we do have a little Piggy Defense Discord, which I have set up. Currently, we are exploring also stuff for ranked mode and for individual. This is one thing that I was able to find, and I'll be sharing more about it on the Discord over there. You can ask me questions. I'll be active as much as I can. But yeah, do check that Discord out. Link will be in the description. We also have a schedule now for ranked mode, which we were able to find out, which actually rotates on a weekly basis. So if you do want to refer to that schedule and upload your builds for every meta or build that rotates every week, you can share that over there, and we can find out the most optimal strategy for each of the 7 events that could happen. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys another time when, who knows, maybe they'll patch this, or maybe we'll find an even faster method to do this beehive grind.